Hello, friends. My name is Chelsea. If you're new, if you're not new, welcome back. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those places. I am at CCSUAREZ. All that's linked down below, including my podcast, my merch, my website, all those things. If you can't tell by me rushing through this intro, I have had quite the day. So I am ready to just react to some cringiness with you, have a glass of wine, take off my ponytail. I'm already in a comfy shirt. Take out my ponytail, take off my makeup, moisturize, and just be done with the day and treat myself. And I have some tomfoolery for us to react to today. I'm pretty weirdly excited about it.
Dude, can I just kind of go off about something because I'm kind of annoyed about something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go off.
Okay. All right. And you're gonna love this. So Marina sent me this post that someone had shared that was good morning to everyone except boss babes who prey on vulnerable women. And I'm like, can we just unpack this for a sec? Because first off, the internalized misogyny that's going on in that statement is, I don't like women who are doing things for themselves, and I want to protect vulnerable women, which implies that they need saving. I'm like, what's happening? What is this anti-MLM savior complex that people have? Why does what someone does with their time and money bother you so much that you need to protect someone else from doing something that you don't even do or know anything about?
Man, I don't know.
Right?
Hello? Hello, ma'am. Hi, my name's Chelsea Suarez. Nice to meet you. I'm 30. I'm from Tampa, Florida. My hobbies include hanging out with my dog, doing home projects with my husband. I enjoy painting, anything artistic. I am a full-time YouTuber, and fun fact, I am actually considered, because of all of my time put in, I'm actually considered an expert in financial scams and multi-level marketing companies. Thank you. Why am I holding this like a microphone? I have a microphone. So that's cute. Internalized what? Y'all get it. It's really hilarious that the thing they go to is like, oh, so you think these people need saving? When people are in a commercial cult, they don't know they're in a commercial cult. When you're in a cult, period, you don't know you're in a cult. You're in a cult, call your dad. It's just, no thank you. It's wild, you know? How are you going to call me someone? How are you going to call someone? How are you going to call someone a misogynist because they educate people and entertain people? Saying that someone doesn't know anything about network marketing. I do. I know more than you do, clearly. I know more about your own company than you do and what you can and cannot say, and about the industry in general. What you're doing is sales. I'm actually a great saleswoman. I've been in marketing and sales for the past 10 years. Technically, I still am. Currently, I run a production company. I am the owner and CEO, and I actually have 2 employees right now. So cool. Cool. It's just so weird that they're like, you're not successful. You don't know. Almost all of the creators that I know in this space who do this type of commentary content, mostly all of them are pretty successful and great at what they do. So I don't know, it just seems it's the projection for me, or really just the fallacy. I'd say that's definitely a fallacy, and cognitive dissonance. She's just trying to do anything. Also, this girl was in a previous video that I did, and one of y'all was like, why does this girl speak in TikTok sounds? What is she doing? And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because she kept saying things like, I understood the assignment. Or going like this. Do y'all remember that? It was the one with the girl with the big teeth. Do you remember? I remember. So yeah, some people do need saving. And if you are scamming people, yes, I am going to care what you do.
Man, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if I had a dream about this or I actually was I don't know. I just woke up, but I can't remember. I don't know if I had a dream about this, but I was thinking about this too. And I was thinking about anyone that's doing better than you will not be spending time going off talking about what you're doing, how you're doing it. Like they just mind their business. Like they're too busy like working on themselves, right? So like
this is also another fallacy. We're just pointing out all the fallacies today. If you don't know what a fallacy is a mistaken belief or a mistaken mindset, usually based on something that is false. That's it. So everything they've said so far is this type of fallacy. That's someone who's doing better than you will never worry about what you're doing. That's false. Am I doing better than 99.9% of the people in Monat? Yes, I am. Oh, that looks weird, doesn't it? That's weird. Oh God. So it's just very interesting that they're like that's how they try to dismiss you. But by calling someone a hater, or that they're just jealous, or well, you're just mad because you're not doing better. Well, no, that's not it. Sometimes people just don't like you because of something you're doing, which I'm assuming is, something they don't like, something that is unethical. And in this case, that's what that is. That you are in a multi-level marketing company and you are recruiting people onto your team, you're spreading misinformation and and being very unprofessional. Something that's very weird is that this is an IGTV. This is public. This is put out to their team. Like, that's strange, right?
what you're doing, how you're doing it. Like they just mind their business. Like they're too busy like working on themselves, right? So like whenever I see stuff like that, I'm like, oh, another person that kind of hates their life. Like, enjoy.
Literally. And you know what's so funny too is, like, for me as a mentor and a leader, I'm not looking for vulnerable or like weak people. I'm looking for strong ass bitches, because here's the real tea. When you get into this business, it's not fucking easy, and weak people are going to like leave at the first sign of anything hard. So I'm actually going to go find the toughest, strongest bitch and help her.
Okay. So it's very funny that she's saying this stuff, that she's like, I'm going to find the strongest person. They think that we mean like, I don't know, it's just weird because they don't really understand when we say weak, or actually no, when we say vulnerable, we don't mean weak. We mean someone who isn't doing super wonderfully in every single aspect of their life. Either they are feeling lonely. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you wish you had more friends. They just went through a breakup. Doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're going through an emotional time. Like, they're not really understanding that. Also, I do not hate my life. I love my life. I literally cried to Tony today because I love him so much. And well, listen, I'm rewatching Bridgerton. I cried. I'm ridiculous. Good God. Yeah, so weird. It's another example of a fallacy that they are taking like one word, in this case, subbing in a completely different one, and just not making any sense, really. Twisting the narrative. But let's continue.
Change her life, because that's what it needs. That's what you need to do this. And the other thing too is, like, you need to be so fucking strong because you have to deal with shit like that on the internet talking about what you're doing.
Or you could just not.
Or you could just
ignore it.
Or you could just ignore it. But think about your first couple months and how you were just like, what's happening? Like, what's going on?
I was definitely
right?
Like, I don't know, up from down, left from right, but
right.
I figure this out just because I figure everything out. Like, just like how you figure out how to walk, just like how you figure out how to work at a new job, just how you figure out how to talk, just how you figure out everything. I'm like, I'm just gonna figure it out. Like, I don't care.
You figured out how to walk on your own? You taught yourself how to talk? Ma'am, no. Whoever raised you taught you how to walk. Whoever raised you taught you how to speak. Hopefully. Not very eloquently, according to this video. Not a good look, kids. Not a good look. And I'm just going to figure it out just like you do at every job. No. Almost every job has training, you guys. You don't just figure it out. Like, girl, what world are you living in?
Say what you want.
Seriously, it just like blows my mind how like people.
I on Monday actually, and I was like talking. I don't know who was I talking to. This guy, and he was like asking me like what I'm about to start doing. I'm like, well, like I'm gonna be doing network marketing full time. And he's like, like, isn't it like a pyramid scheme? I'm like, do you even know what that fucking means? Like, I don't even think you like know what that means, right? I'm like,
They
anyone
don't.
that
I
says that
didn't.
to me, I'm like, you genuinely do not understand or have educated yourself on what that means,
No,
right?
no, dude.
And
I
then
thought it was a
I
pyramid
was like
scheme, and
talking
I didn't
about,
know what a pyramid scheme was. I didn't know what it was. I was just
yeah,
like, oh yeah, I heard that's a pyramid scheme, right?
yeah. And I was like explaining to him, like, this is like a genius business model. Does everyone make it in business? Absolutely not. Like, look at
No.
you. You own a fucking business, right? He owns a restaurant. Owning a business is so hard. Running a business is so difficult. So I was like trying to explain to him, like, it's a genius business model because like you have absolutely no overhead. Like the money that you spend into this business, you probably spend it on a night out. If you say that you don't like you quit, you didn't really lose out on an investment. Like you didn't screw yourself over in all these loans and whatnot. Like it's all pure profit. Like to me, like I think this is like a minimal risk, actually, and no risk at all business for someone to like take off, right? For someone like me and you, like I'm not about to go take out $50,000 in loans to go open up a business. And you know, most businesses fail, right? Majority
Yeah.
of businesses fail. Like if you go look at the states,
These girls clearly don't know what a pyramid scheme is. It's very funny that they just, I don't want to say funny, it's unfortunate that they don't understand this. You know, they don't understand that, oh, it's a genius, you know, business plan, but not for you. For Monat, yeah, it's really smart. For you, it's not at all. They make Monat makes a lot of money and you don't. You're not the business owner. You are not a business owner. And yeah, you don't have to take out a bunch of loans because you are not a business owner. Like, so strange that they've been subjected to so much undue influence that they think that anyone who thinks opposite of what they think maybe is uneducated, when in reality, they are just brainwashed. Gotta do the bottom of my leg. I don't know how any of these girls who are in Monat, who are single, or men who are in network marketing, end up dating anyone, because it just, how, I don't know anyone who would want to get involved with someone like that, because first of all, you don't have any time. They're going to be on their phone constantly. If Tony's on his phone at all at dinner, I get mad. And same with him. Like, we purposely put our phones down unless we're like showing each other something. Like, we don't want to do that. And that's all these people do. Like, no thank you. And with a lot of them, I've seen that if they do date someone, it's someone else in network marketing, which is weird.
go look at the states. Like it takes like 3 years for people to start seeing a profit in their business. That's a long time to start seeing profit in your business,
I
right?
saw
Like I'm
profit
like,
in a
this is
month.
like
A
like
month. I saw profit in a month.
yeah, like I saw profit right away, and I'm like,
Right.
I think this is a genius business model. Like there is absolutely no cap to what you can do if you like if you stick it out for like, you know, all the people in this business that do, like they've been in this business for like 10 years. Look at them, they like went from being broke and nothing. Like Jessie Lee is pretty much my favorite network marketer. She literally went from not being able to afford her rent, which was an increase of $300, which is why she started her business, and now is probably one of the wealthiest network marketers in the world. She's making over $500,000 a month in her business.
She was also evicted from the big house that she rented. She didn't own that house. She acted like she did. She didn't own it. And then she tried to act like me and my husband rented our house, which we don't. Nothing against renting, but don't act like you own so much property and have so much money when you rented the house before, then you got evicted, because I'm sure you're a nightmare. Like, look at, you want to know something about people? Look at their idols. Look at their idols. Look at the people they look up to. If someone says Jessie Lee Ward or Grant Cardone or what's that one guy, Tony Robbins, Rachel Hollis, you got issues. Some of my idols are Dr. Stephen Hassan. Cheers to the cult expert. Even though I don't necessarily agree with everything that she says, AOC, just like her come up, it's so impressive and so amazing. From like the influencer aspect, Nicole Guerrero and Cody Co and Danny Gonzalez, all of them as well. I respect the shit out of them and their like hustle too, and how they stuck it out. And as Bailey Sarian would say, get better idols. Get better idols. For the love of God, please get better idols.
Like, you can't tell me fuck all that this doesn't work. Like, it's
Right.
the truth. I tell people the truth, and the truth
Right.
is that this business works if you stick it out and work.
Right. And I was listening to Rob Dial, Mindset Mentor podcast, and he did an episode on like how to change your life in 6 months. Give yourself 6 months. Don't give yourself a month, because you're not going to see, like, you're not going to really get the scope of shit in a month. Give yourself 6 months to truly.
Yeah, but by then it's the sunk cost fallacy of, well, I've already spent 6 months. I got to keep going. Especially with an MLM, you got to just keep going. That's what they tell you. But not really, no. I've said it many times and I'm going to say it probably many more times. You assessing your situation, your progress of something, and realizing, okay, this isn't working, and making a change, that's not you failing. You being self-aware enough to be like, okay, I should do something else. Or hey, maybe this is actually working. I should switch to this. If I had the same mindset as these girls, I would have stuck with doing makeup and lifestyle content on YouTube, and I would have never hit 50,000 subscribers. I would have never hit 20, or shit, I would have never hit 10. But I stopped doing that and pivoted over. That's so sad and like brainwashy. It's embarrassing. Oh, Wiggum, I can taste your fart.
Do something and like really like commit to it. Get someone like that's going to take you under their wing, that's going to like really help you and mentor you and help you with this business, because you'll need that, trust me.
But I thought she just said figure it out. The girl below her just said figure it out. Just figure it out. Mind your own business. Just figure it out. Okay. Am I figuring it out, or are you going to help me? What is this? Why didn't y'all tell me about this? I look like a damn cockatoo. Have I looked like that this whole time? And you guys just didn't tell me? I've never been more offended in my life. How dare you? I mean, I'm kind of living for it. That's going to stay up. Whatever.
And like fucking go for it. Do it every single day, and then don't do anything that's going to hold you back from that goal. Maybe skip brunch on Sunday. Maybe like, you know, skip going and shopping. I don't know. Like, only do things that are going to help you get to your higher purpose for 6 months and see where you're at.
Yeah, and I was listening to I listened to Mornings with Menno. He's a network marketer, but he's in like a IM Mastery Academy. He does like this live every single morning, and he was talking about how, what was he saying? Like, he was talking about how his family's like from the Dominican Republic. Like, he grew up like in the hood, and he's visiting his family in New York, and it's like this tiny like small apartment, and you like see people on the streets like selling drugs and shit. And he was like, I made it out. Like, I'm no one special. I live in Miami now. Like, I live on a 50th floor Miami rooftop condo. Like, I was able to figure out, like, I was able to get out. You know, I just stuck through it.
Because he decided.
Yeah, and he was saying, what he was saying was like, your income is directly correlated to your personal development. Like, if you look at your income, it's like when you're like, he was saying how, you know, pretty much winning the lottery is like the biggest scam ever, because the amount of people that win the lottery and then lose it, and it goes back into the hands of like the 5%. Why? Because they're not educated enough on how to like keep that money and how.
Hold on. The people who win the lottery and then lose it. You mean the people who spend all their money and then that money goes back into the 5%? What are you talking about? You don't lose your winnings. It's not like they're like, you're not spending this well. I hope and assume that that's not what she's talking about. But like, what are you talking about? Because it doesn't make any sense. Your income is directly correlated, your income is based on your personal development. That, my friends, do I look like a newborn baby? Yes, I do. Listen, face oil. Also, I just have great genetics. That's why my skin always looks so good. But knock on fake wood. Your income has hardly anything to do with your personal development. And they ask why I think they're in a cult. Poor girls.
So those who like make a lot of money and then lose it right away, their personal development hasn't matched their income, so they always go down to where their where their personal development stands, which is why
Or their
like,
mindset specifically.
we focus so heavy on that. And honestly, like I think it's one of the best things that we do, because not only
you focus so heavily, I'm about to sneeze again, but you focus so heavily on personal development because that's part of the cult aspect of it. If you're constantly blaming yourself and being told that you need to work on yourself more, you're not going to be looking at the structure of the business or your team or your upline or your leader or the training or how you've been set up to fail. You're going to be looking inward and thinking that it's your fault when it's not your fault.
not only does it like help you out in network marketing, because it's true, your income is directly correlated to how much you work on yourself, but it helps you set you up in everything else in life, like in your relationships and your friendships, and you know how you talk to people, and in your value as a person. I think it's the best thing in the world. Like I think it's a gift. Like I think it's a fucking gift, but some people
Yeah,
don't
it's a
gifts.
winning lottery ticket. Speaking of lotteries. No, seriously. And when I hear stories like that, it's like that guy had to do so much work on himself, but he decided that he was going to do better and he wanted more for himself. So he fucking went and did it. You have to make the decision. You have to make the decision to change your life, to change your mindset. Your mindset and the language that you use are truly, or can truly be, the things holding you back. Like the only things holding you back, possibly. If your mindset is so...
The only thing that I could even slightly like agree with this in any amount is positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is definitely important. Being nice to yourself is extremely important. Also holding yourself accountable, being able to assess your situation, being able to be self-aware, and being hard on yourself when it's needed. Understanding your value and that you're too valuable to have these big old dum-dums speak to you like this or make you think that it's your fault.
If your mindset is so like rooted in lack, if like you're thinking about the things that you don't have or the things that you won't have, you're only going to not have those things. If you start being grateful for what you do have, you start speaking with more positive connotative language and actually really decide like, no, I am going to have that. I deserve that. I'm worthy of that. That's when things start changing. You have to change you.
Y'all are worth more than being in an MLM. You are very worthy of love, kindness, great relationships, great food, great family, calm environments, a really cold bedroom with cozy sheets and a big fluffy duvet, and just like the right spot on the pillow, the cold side of the pillow. Wiggum's really putting on a show for the Wiggum cam right now. Y'all are worth that. You deserve it. Don't deserve to be in an MLM. You don't deserve to be manipulated. And yes, like I said, positive self-talk is extremely important. It's funny that they act like people who are against multi-level marketing companies are just super negative and don't think you deserve anything. No, I want y'all to be successful. I care about you. I care about your well-being. So much so that I don't want you to be in an MLM. I don't want anyone to. I don't want these girls to. I want them to get normal jobs, find something that they enjoy, not necessarily that fulfills them. Your job doesn't have to fulfill you. Your job has to pay your bills. That's all your job has to do. It doesn't have to fulfill you. It doesn't have to do anything else. It just has to pay your bills. What fulfills you can be skincare. It can be makeup. I don't know what someone just sent me that was weird. It could be anything. It could be anything. Like, it's just so frustrating. It doesn't have to be your job though. It can, but in my mind, it shouldn't, because then you're putting too much into like your job. I don't know.
Start changing. You have to change you to change what the universe is going to bring you. Once you start thinking and speaking more positively and being more grateful and really manifesting, the universe is going to be like, oh shit, like we're actually thinking positively now. All right, cool. What are we going to send you? What are we going to give you to like literally like keep you going, right? Like I am definitely.
Can I manifest a cheeseburger? I would love a cheeseburger right now. I'm grateful for this wine. I'm grateful for the empanadas I ate earlier today, and the Spanish bean soup, and the steak fries. Tony and I had a working lunch, and it was beautiful, and it was so yummy. I really want a cheeseburger, and I did not run today, so I shouldn't eat a cheeseburger, but I kind of want to eat a cheeseburger. No, I'll probably just do vegetables and chicken, because I'm a good girl.
Definitely trying to put more faith in the universe right now at this point, because I'm stuck in like this lack of belief. So I'm like, I need to believe that what I want is done, it's coming to me, and I just have to let go of a little bit of control, which is, as we know, very hard for me. But
I was also watching, I remember like I was watching Dre, and she's talking about like what most people do in their first year in network marketing, and that's the book that it's called Your First Year in Network Marketing. And she was talking about it, and she's saying like what most people do, like most people make this mistake is that they like become a boss and they start like trying to control their teams and whatnot. Yeah. But what you need to be doing is working your personal business, and anyone that wants to like catch up with you, they will. But also like when you're doing that, working being more focused on your personal business, you start attracting people like that too. Either like people are gonna
Isn't working your personal business recruiting people, since that's how y'all get paid? Like, what is happening? Do they know how their job works? I don't understand.
Personal business, you start attracting people like that too. Either like people are gonna like want to move forward with you, or they're gonna be held back, and like you can't control people. You really like, you can't like. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I can't control you. Like, what am I gonna do? The only thing I can do is control myself, and if I can control myself, I'm good. Like, I'm set. I know I can do this.
Exactly. All you can control in a network marketing business is your systems that you implement, how you speak to people, how you help people, and your behaviors in general, and how you speak to yourself, and what you do for your personal business. That's all you can control. And I think that for me, that's definitely been the biggest lesson. And
So you can only control what you control. You can only control you. But the problem is, in network marketing, your rank and your progress and your success is not based off of you. It's based on your team and how many people you've recruited and how many people they recruit. So it's not just based on you. So what she's saying doesn't make sense.
Started learning that lesson
you're
a couple months ago.
You're a big control freak.
I am. I know.
I have to call you out on that.
Well, what is sad about it is that I want so much for other people that I want to have control over their success for them.
For you. You want to have control over their success for you. It's not for them. Yikes. Talk about a savior complex. This girl's in denial. This is sad.
That's what it is. Like, I want people that I see so much potential in to be successful. So then I'm like, okay, how, like, I can't run your business for you, but I really wish that I fucking could. Like, right? It's tough. When you see so much potential in someone and you don't see them rising to the occasion, it's hard to let that go and not take control of the situation. But I'm switching that narrative of, well, it's not my job. My job is to give them the resources that they need to take and do with what they will.
Exactly.
And that's on being a strong, independent woman. That's why, like, we don't prey on vulnerable people. I want a fucking hard hitter that's gonna go. That's gonna fucking take what I give them and run with it. You have to be strong. You have to be intuitive. You
can be a single mother. You can just be coming out of a breakup. You can be a minority. Let's just say that you can be a minority, whether it's all the things I just listed or getting fired from your job. You can be in a less than ideal situation. and still be a strong, assertive, amazing, powerful human, or in this case, what she's referring to, female. Just because you might be in a more vulnerable situation does not mean you are not a strong person. And I think that's really important that they don't understand the difference. Just because I'm being vulnerable, maybe I'm vulnerable right now, does not mean that I am not a powerful bitch. Okay? Thank you. Thank you kindly. With peace and love. But the fact that they don't understand the difference just shows, and the people that they say that they listen to all the time. I mean, come on, they're the ones who always say your tribe attracts your vibe, or your vibe attracts your tribe. You know, both ways. And look who they're tribing and vibing with. Comment below, #tribing and vibing. Are you tribing and vibing? I hope I'm not.
You have to be strong. You have to be intuitive. You have to, like, be motivated. You have to be disciplined. A lot of people don't really understand that with this business. And it's like, no, you literally have to be so mentally tough to do this. And you have to be so willing.
Tough in any business.
True.
You have to be mentally tough in any business, because it's never like.
You mean any job? Not running a business. You have a job. At best, you're a sales manager.
It's like what I've been feeling the past few days, an emotional freaking roller coaster. That's what it is. But you know, like I always think ahead. Like I'm always thinking, wow, like I was so different 3 years ago. Like if you ask me what happened the past 3 years, I'd be like,
she's right. I can tell you, running a business is an emotional roller coaster. I run my business, and it is very, it's so fucking difficult. It's very difficult. I get obnoxious and stressful news, and then I, get really great news, and very, very thankful that the people that I, collaborate with and work with are amazing. They're wonderful, but shit's a struggle sometimes. Like I literally was like crying about something last week, and then was so excited about something at the end of the week, especially with the levels that they're at. I can guarantee you, because the amount of money that they're not making, or just how unintelligent they seem. I mean, I can't guarantee you, but I bet that they don't have their LLC set up. They don't, and if they do, they don't have it set up as the correct tax structure. I mean, it would be stupid for them to have an LLC anyways, because they most likely are not making really a profit. They're probably not making profit. And she even said, she was like, I made a profit within 30 days. Have you? Have you actually? I would love to see a profit and loss statement, my girl. I would love to. I get so frustrated when they are like, I'm a small business. I'm an independent business owner. Girl, do you run payroll? What's your EIN? Do you have a separate business bank account? Where's your business card? Not your business card, your business account. Where's your business debit card? You got QuickBooks on your phone? You got a separate business PayPal? No? No, okay. Did you fill out your ECE yet? Your entity classification election? No, you didn't.
If you ask me what happened the past 3 years, I'd be like, I don't know. I was blackout. Like, that's what I tell people. I'm like, I don't know. I was blackout. Like, all I did was party. And now it's just like, I'm so different than who I used to be. I can't even imagine, like, if I stay on track like this, what I would be like in the next 5 years, and like what my life will be like in the next 5 years, right? So you need to just really trust the process. Like, that's what it is.
Y'all could just FaceTime. You don't have to make this public. You could just FaceTime each other. That'd probably be better for your business and your image and your reputation and just you in general. If you don't put this out, delete this, please. Also, if those are that girl's natural eyebrows, those are amazing. Can we just say that real quick? Those are amazing. Why is their hair always so oily? How many oil treatments y'all got to do?
It's so true.
It is what it is. Sorry, I'm like so low energy today, but we made it.
Fine. We made it. Definitely a good place to sign off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
now you're making me want to get a nose ring. I might get one before Monations.
You should do it.
Like, I want the stud. I want a stud.
It's raining. It sounds so beautiful. Oh, I love weather.
Yeah, definitely do it.
The inside kind of, it looks scary. It looks like painful. I just can't imagine that.
Honestly, like, it's really not that bad. It's not. And I have zero pain tolerance. I literally, all 10 minutes that this was being tattooed on me, I was screaming and crying. So if I can do these two.
Okay, now this is the rest of the video is just like a FaceTime session between them, which, girls, that's what the whole thing could have been. It's so weird, like, right? It's so weird. Is it weird? I think it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's just not good, you know? They try to act like who is anti-woman? Not me. I am a woman. How could I be anti-woman? How could I not want someone to be successful? Of course I want you to be successful. I don't want you to be successful in doing something unethical that hurts other people and you. It doesn't matter if you're making money in the scam or in something that's unethical. Selling harmful drugs that kill people is also unethical. But are you making money? Yes. Am I going to be concerned with how you are making money and how you're living your life? Absolutely. Do I want you to change doing that? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. You put yourself in dangerous situations if you do that, and you're potentially harming your body and definitely harming other people's bodies. Like, what are you doing? It's so frustrating. And the thing is, though, it's that anything I say, they will not understand, because you heard who they look up to, who they listen to constantly. It's these people who are perpetuating these fallacies of anyone who is against you, or anyone who isn't with you is against you. Anyone who thinks that this isn't the way or isn't all about personal development is a hater. Anyone who doesn't agree with this type of industry is a hater. Calm down, Chelsea. Calm down. I swear, I don't know how I used to film multiple of these videos back to back to back during the day. Like, after a year of doing this, it is rough mentally sometimes. That's my life. Welcome to my beautiful mess. If it costs you your sanity, it is too expensive. Now say it again. If it costs you your sanity, it is too expensive. Stay spicy, as that sign says. It does not say stay sploy, it says stay spicy. Remember how valuable you are. You deserve the best. Keep yourself accountable. Give yourself breaks. Be nice to yourself. Please speak kindly to yourself. You just tooted again. You deserve to never smell Wiggum farts, but you deserve all the Wiggum cuddles. Your butt looks great in those pants. Did you do something new to your hair? Probably. You look great. It was a good choice on your part. So stay spicy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!